what we're looking at here is a slide of thin skin. When we look at skin, we have three main layers of skin. Up at the top here, we have the epidermis. This layer here is the dermis. All right, so we are looking at this under low power. Now, if I continue this down, you're going to see down here, this is all adipose tissue. And when we see adipose tissue, we are definitely in the hypodermis. Okay, so those are the three main layers of skin. So that's easily recognizable under low power. Now we're going to go to medium power to see some of this stuff in better detail. Now, the structure that you're seeing right here in the middle, starting here and working its way up, that is a hair follicle. A hair follicle is actually the tissue around a hair. The other stuff listed there, being a hair bulb and the hair papillae, is not always seen. We can try to find it, but typically it is not found. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, once again, we're seeing here is a hair follicle. So this is a hair follicle, this is a hair follicle, and now we're seeing something else that we need to know, and that's this structure here, and you see some of it right there. So what's associated with hair follicles are sebaceous glands. And so this is a good view of showing a sebaceous gland. So this is part of it, this is part of it here, this is part of it, and this is part of it. And you can see kind of the ducts that are leading to that hair follicle. Because what sebaceous glands do is they secrete oil that lubricates the hair as it grows. To identify a sebaceous gland, what it is just, it's a grouping of cells. So here's a cell, here's a cell, here's a cell, here's a cell, here's a cell. So that's a sebaceous gland. The last structure on this slide that we need to know is a sweat gland. So this structure right here, right in the middle, is a sweat gland. So sweat gland is made up of all these tubes, and this is what we're trying to see. These are cells going around making up that tube. So it's a tube that winds around, and so we have various cuts to that tube. So this is a sweat gland, and you can see some adipose tissue around it as well. So this is a sweat gland, and show you the difference once again. This right here is a sebaceous gland. And that's good.